Highlights of the Premier League. Last weekend, the Premier League witnessed some noteworthy developments as the top three teams, Liverpool, Manchester City, and Arsenal, created a comfortable gap between themselves and the chasing pack, while Manchester United continued to struggle with their goal scoring after a 0-0 draw against Aston Villa. At the same time, Tottenham's winning streak also ended very dramatically when Ange Postecoglou's team lost a 2-0 lead and lost 2-3 to Brighton. 3-2. Manchester United in the goal drought. Manchester United is currently enduring a difficult season, having scored only 5 goals in their first 7 matches, marking their worst offensive performance in the Premier League era. This situation is exacerbated by the fact that 3 of those goals came in a match against Southampton, a team still searching for its first win. Erik ten Hag's side has also failed to score in 3 consecutive league matches. We are aware that we are lacking goals at the moment. It's a weakness we need to address, Ten Hag acknowledged after the stalemate at Villa Park. However, this issue is not new, and United should have anticipated it. Last season, they were also the lowest scoring team in the top half of the league, primarily due to the absence of a clinical striker. Joshua Zirkzee is the only forward brought in during the summer transfer window, but the Dutchman has managed just 1 goal in 9 appearances since joining Old Trafford from Bologna. Although sitting in 14th place and just 1 point ahead of Aston Villa, this may be enough to keep Ten Hag in charge during the international break. However, he needs his strikers to regain form if he wants to ensure his future at the club. Postecoglou's frustration with complacent players. Tottenham seemed on the verge of securing their 6th consecutive victory in all competitions when they led Brighton 2-0 at halftime. However, they conceded 3 goals in just 18 minutes, exposing their defensive frailties under pressure from their opponents. After the match, Coach Ange Postecoglou couldn't contain his disappointment. I'm frustrated and completely dejected by that. It was the worst defeat since I arrived. The second half was unacceptable. We were nowhere near where we should be. We got swept away by how we were operating. This is not the first time Spurs have let points slip away on the road this season. They previously failed to defeat Leicester in their opening match and lost 2. 1 to Newcastle after initially leading. Brighton's comeback pushed them past Tottenham into 6th place in the standings, while the defeat sent Spurs down to 9th. Arsenal, ready to challenge Manchester City. Arsenal continues to showcase their strength, with Bukayo Saka emerging as a key source of inspiration. He provided 2 assists and scored a goal in Arsenal's 3-1 victory over Southampton. The visitors shocked the Emirates by taking the lead through Cameron Archer in the 55th minute. However, Saka quickly regained control for Arsenal by assisting Kai Havertz and Gabriel Martinelli before netting his 3rd goal of the season. Surrounded by great players, something has changed in him. You can truly feel his confidence. He's applying that confidence in matches and helping us win games, said coach Mikel Arteta about Havertz, who has now set a record by scoring in 7 consecutive home matches at the Emirates. After 7 rounds, Arsenal currently trails league leaders Liverpool by just 1 point, while sharing 17 points with Manchester City, who came back to defeat Fulham 3-2. These results highlight the growing intensity of the title race, with fierce competition among the top teams. Lewandowski matches Messi and Ronaldo's record. After a disappointing defeat to Osasuna, Barcelona made a stunning comeback with a commanding 3-0 victory over Deportivo Alaves on October 7th, showcasing an extraordinary performance from Robert Lewandowski. The Polish star not only played a pivotal role in the match, but also matched the remarkable records of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. From the outset, Barcelona approached the game with enthusiasm and determination. Lewandowski opened the scoring in just the 7th minute, converting a free kick delivered by Rafinha. A mere 15 minutes later, he doubled the lead, once again capitalizing on a precise assist from Rafinha. The Polish striker completed his hat trick in the 32nd minute with a clinical finish, bringing the first half to a close on a high note for the Catalan side. This hat trick marked Lewandowski's first of the season, bringing his total to 10 goals in La Liga after just 9 matches. He now joins an elite group as only the third player to net 10 goals in the first 10 games of the league in the last decade, following Cristiano Ronaldo's astonishing 16 goals in 2014 and Messi's 11 goals in 2017. In addition to his scoring prowess, Lewandowski set another record by becoming the fastest Barcelona player to score a hat trick in a La Liga match since October 2011, when Messi netted 3 goals against Mallorca in just 29 minutes. This stellar performance brought Lewandowski's overall tally to 12 goals across all competitions this season. He had already scored a brace in a midweek Champions League match against Young Boys, elevating his total in that tournament to 96 goals. Currently, Lewandowski ranks third in the all-time Champions League scoring list, trailing only Ronaldo, 140 goals, and Messi, 129 goals. However, he has surpassed Ronaldo in terms of goals per game ratio, with both Lewandowski and Messi averaging 0.79 goals per match, while Ronaldo sits at 0.77. With this recent victory, Barcelona has secured 8 wins in their first 9 matches, now leading Real Madrid by 3 points ahead of their upcoming clash on October 26th. Last season, Lewandowski faced challenges, ending up with his lowest goal tally since 2014 to 2015, scoring only 26 goals. However, the arrival of coach Hansi Flick seems to have rejuvenated his form, as he has already matched nearly half of last season's total in the early part of this campaign. When asked about the resurgence in his performance, Lewandowski attributed it to receiving more dangerous passes. He expressed his appreciation for Flick's attacking approach, which aligns perfectly with his style of play. "I'm getting good service, which makes scoring easier. We started the match very well, playing an aggressive attacking style." After scoring 3 goals in the first half, the team focused on controlling the game more carefully in the second half. "We worked hard during the preseason, and Barcelona is a very strong team. With these players, we can play even more robustly, and all the aspects we were lacking before have improved. In football, you must always play at 100% capacity, regardless of the opponent." Following the international break, Barcelona will face Sevilla in La Liga, aiming to extend their lead at the top of the table before 2 critical fixtures against Bayern Munich in the Champions League and Real Madrid in the highly anticipated El Clasico. The Catalan Giants are determined to build on this momentum as they strive for glory in both domestic and European competitions. French coach Deschamps, surprised and frustrated with Mbappé and Real Madrid. Didier Deschamps, the head coach of the French national team, has expressed his anger and surprise regarding Kylian Mbappe's quick return to action for Real Madrid after his injury, especially since the French captain has been ruled out of the national squad. Reports suggest that Deschamps is unhappy after Mbappé played twice for Real Madrid, despite being excluded from the French team due to injury. Mbappé suffered a muscle injury during Real Madrid's 3-2 victory over Alaves last month, which was initially expected to keep him out for 3 weeks. The French forward missed the Madrid derby against Atletico, which ended in a 1-1 draw, but unexpectedly appeared from the bench during Madrid's 0-1 defeat to Lille in the Champions League. Just 3 days later, on October 6th, Mbappé started in a 2-0 win against Villarreal in La Liga. With his absence from the national team, he will now enjoy nearly 2 weeks off before Real Madrid's match against Celta Vigo on October 19th. Kylian Mbappé will not participate in France's Nations League matches against Israel and Belgium, as Deschamps cited his injury as the reason for excluding his captain from the squad. "I spoke with Kylian Mbappé," Deschamps explained, when asked by the media why Mbappé was absent from the October training camp. "He has a minor issue. I won't take any risks, which is why Mbappé isn't in the France squad." However, Mbappé's early return to action for Real Madrid has taken Deschamps by surprise and caused considerable frustration, according to reports from L'Équipe. It is believed that the French national team was not informed by Real Madrid that Mbappé would start in the match against Villarreal. The French team will also be without Antoine Griezmann, who recently announced his retirement from international football. With a heart full of memories, I close this chapter of my life, Griezmann wrote on social media. Thank you for this wonderful three-color, the colors of France, adventure, and I hope to see you soon. Deschamps also paid tribute to Griezmann, who scored 44 goals in 137 appearances for France and helped the team win the 2018 World Cup. We had a long discussion about this issue recently, since Antoine Griezmann made his debut for France 10 years ago. We have maintained a trusting and candid relationship, Deschamps said. Antoine Griezmann has been and will remain a legend of French football, one of the greatest players in history. In addition to his 44 goals and 30 assists, Griezmann's contribution to France's achievements over the past decade has been immense. Antoine has always brought honor to football and to the blue jersey. He never cheats. People often say that Antoine Griezmann is my favorite. We have truly established a strong bond, and that relationship will remain intact. From the bottom of my heart, I thank him for everything, my Grisou.